He said if you're famous, you can grab them by the...
Bakari, I listened to your entire filibuster. If you could just give me 13 seconds.
I'll give you 12, because he said grab them by the...
And so when you think about the things he has said in order to sell those records, and you also consider some of the questions that are swirling around Harris's own husband in this regard.
Oh my God. Okay, you don't even get 12 seconds.
You can always tell when someone is starting to lose an argument because they either start yelling or they start attacking the other side.
Sorry, but Donald Trump hates veterans. He called them suckers and losers.
What do you mean, like sitting into the state capitol to commandeer the state government?
I hope not, but he's definitely talked about that.
What do you mean use against our own citizens?
I'm talking about
you
sending...
said blue states behave. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about sending the military into blue states to make them behave. Getting Gavin Newsom under control, getting J.P. Pritzker under control.
What are you
making
talking
sure...
about? What do you mean, like sitting into the state capitol to commandeer the state government?
I hope not, but he's definitely talked about that. I don't know why you're acting like you've never heard
using the military to suppress, in the Black Lives Matter era, those protests in the street. He
was there himself.
I just make sure I understand your position, that you believe Donald Trump is going to use the military to set up effectively like coups in state capitals of states that he didn't win?
I think you're taking it a step or two.
No, she said make blue states behave, and she also said round up immigrants. That's not true.
You see, this is what The View needs. They need someone on the panel that is willing to say what they are going to say and stand behind it and stand 10 toes down on what they're thinking, even if nobody else agrees with it.
Right. I think many important and smart things have been said at this table, so I'll just add a couple. I feel like we've reached the Joker phase of the Biden presidency. All we're lacking now is the face paint and a purple suit. He's riding a parade float down Pennsylvania Avenue, just tossing money out the window here. It's deport illegal immigrants.
Scott,
I think you just need to be a
I
little
don't know
precise
why you're
about
acting...
these attacks.
No.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I mean, look, I think you're right. Let's be precise. Trump has wanted to use the military to do things domestically that actually the military is not allowed to do. I think that's the point that she's making.
Like what?
Like deport illegal immigrants. That is actually not a function of the military.
The military can absolutely be used to work with local officials to provide military resources, but working with other parts of the federal government and local officials. We already send the National Guard to the border.
Not against the will of the local officials or the will of the state government. We have a federalist government here.
Okay, now this next clip is another fan favorite. You guys love this clip. It's when CNN was trying to push this narrative that Donald Trump doesn't like veterans when we know that's completely false. You don't hear too much of this rhetoric anymore because it's very hard to prove since statistics and polls say otherwise. But again, enjoy this clip.
When Afghanistan happened, he went under 40, she went under 40, and they really lived there until the end of the He's still there.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because he ran and told us that the adults were back in charge, and that was the opposite.
Yeah, they
of
were
that.
because Donald Trump was a child.
And you know what else?
Yeah.
And you know what else?
He's a
the fact that they wouldn't give these 13 service members' families the time of
bullshit,
day.
Dude.
The time of day.
I'm sorry, but Donald Trump hates veterans. He called them suckers and losers. He did. He absolutely, he has his whole life. He has his entire life.
I know you're super emotional. I just.
Of course I am. I'm terrified.
I'm telling you, the political reality is that when they made that decision.
It doesn't matter. You don't admit that Donald Trump hates veterans. You don't admit it. You deny a man, Chief John Kelly, a Marine. You say he lied.
You're still campaigning.
You say he lied. It's not over. It'll never be over.
I want to hear what
It'll never be over. You wish.
Well, they do have him there for a reason. I'm surprised that he's still there. He seems to be the only one on most of the panels that has the view that he has.
Describing sort of the past remain in Mexico, all of these sort of programs
but
that
again,
had
Mexico
developed.
has actually put a lot more border security on its southern border.
It's really working wonders. This is crazy.
Again, border crossings are down 75%. They're back to what they were under Trump.
If I were her, I would be prepared for my country to possibly have United States military incursions to take out the drug factories and the people who do this to us.
So you think we should not only have a trade war, we should have a military war with
Mexico?
I
think we have to do what we have to do to stop.
I'm glad we all agree we should be de-escalating.
I think
it sounds like Remember the Alamo. I mean, it sounds crazy.
Like people who are dying in Kentucky.
Not only are we going to send the military on people who are here in the United States, we're now going to send the military over the border to attack Mexico.
No, I think
it's Americans who are bringing the drugs.
I think that I think
90%
there
of
are
the drugs coming
strategic
in
ways
are
to use
from
the United
Americans.
States military to control immigration here and drugs there. And Mexico needs to pay attention to this man and work with us or face the consequences of what
I remember when we used to be able to disagree. So you would have someone that you didn't agree with their political views, but we could have conversations and exchange ideas. I'm not sure what happened to that.
I know your favorite pastime is to come out here and talk over me, but just please.
I care about the facts. I care about the facts.
The reality is, if you talk to anybody in the energy business, if you talk to anybody
he says things that are wrong, and I interrupt him and correct him because our job is to inform our audience.
I'll just wait.
Hang on 1 second.
Catherine, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
Finish
No.
your point.
Look, I play this game every time we come out here. The legitimate answer is, he's going to do stuff on energy. He's going to take regulatory shackles off of the energy producers. If you talk to anybody in the energy business who produces, refines, deals with pipelines, this administration, Democrats in Congress, have put shackles on what they can do.
Then why is energy production at a record high?
If you take the shackles off, the prices will go down.
No,
it should help.
I guess what I'm wondering is, why won't you answer the point that she's making, which is that if it's so bad, why is energy production
I didn't dispute it.
Higher than it was under Trump? And on top of that, Trump was asked a very simple question. If you promised the American people that you'd bring prices down and then you failed to do that, is that not a problem? Is that something that the American people will judge him on?
If he brings energy prices down, and if he extends the tax cuts, and he generally implements an economic climate in which incomes can rise and certain things do come down, and he tells the American people the truth about what he's doing the entire time, I think it will be okay.
Have you ever had one of those conversations where it doesn't really matter what you're saying because people aren't listening to what you're saying? They just have an opinion, and no matter what you say, they're not going to change it.